Hi, my name is Tatiana Garcia. I've been a lash artist for over 6 years, and a few months ago I actually quit being a lash artist. I sold my business, sold my clientele, and just got rid of everything. Well, almost everything. I'm like, I'm gonna pursue other endeavors, and I did. However, most recently I decided I'm gonna start this lash journey all over again, and for multiple reasons. One, because I miss working. I miss just having my own income and just having something to build, I guess. Yes, I have my other endeavors that I'm building, but this is like completely mine. My other endeavors are projects that I'm collaborating with other people, so it's a little different. With that being said, I want to share with you today my journey that I put upon myself and committed to doing. I spent the last 15 days just bringing this business back to life. There was a lot of things that I had originally gotten rid of, but there's a lot of things that I'm so glad I saved. So it just made it easy for me to get up and start all over and do it really quick. There's no actual reason as to why I did 15 days, but to sum it up, I did it because this was something I wanted to get done, and I wanted to have no excuses and nothing stopping me. So I just, made it happen. I vlogged almost every single part of it. I shared a lot of it on TikTok, but there's a lot of behind the scenes that I didn't share on there as to what this whole video will be about. About 24 hours ago, I decided I'm going to reopen my lash business. And let me give you a little backstory. About 8 months ago, I was over lashing, I was burned out, and I was ready to just stop, quit, to be honest. And I did. I sold my business, and I'm like, I'm gonna pursue other endeavors, packed up my bags, and moved to a different city. So far, everything's been really good. I cannot complain. I'm so fortunate, so blessed, and so lucky to have everything I have. However, I've realized that no matter how hard I try to apply for a W-2 job, I will never make the same amount of money I'm making as a lash artist, or I was making as a lash artist. So with that being said, I made the executive decision 24 hours ago that I'm going to start my lash business here in the Bay Area for the 3rd time. And what I mean by this, I'll explain. When I first started my business, I started working with somebody and then eventually went on my own. And then from there, went on my own twice. Meaning, the first time I went on my own, everything was good. From there, I was completely on my own for 1 year, moved to a studio with my best friend. Things were great for 3 months. Then unfortunately, the pandemic hit. I quit lashing for 4 months then. After that, I was like, you know what? F this, I want to start my lash business again. So then I started my business for the 2nd time there. So this is the 3rd time I'm starting my lash business, but in a different city with no clients and just kind of winging it, to be honest, and figuring it out. However, I already did this once, so I have no doubt in my mind that I can do this again, even better than I did it the first time around. Let's get this lash business up and running within the next 15 days. It is 2:09 a.m. in the morning, and I'm over here creating a lash map. And what I mean by that is I'm basically dumping out everything I know I have to do to get my business up and running. About a few hours ago, I decided I'm going to start a lash business here in the Bay Area and bring you along the journey and give it another shot. I know how to do it. I did it once. I know I can do it again, and this time better than what I did it before. So there's that. So excuse my appearance, but I just came to an epiphany of like, you know what, fuck this. I'm gonna start lashing and get all my supplies I need this week, and hopefully get my first client like in a couple of days. I'm gonna message people. I'm also going to see what I already have that I saved from the last time I did lashes and see what I need to buy before I start. I'm gonna see what I have in this baggie right here and figure out what I need to buy. Look, I opened up this bag and I realized I have so many things, which is really good. I have rings, I have lashes, I got tweezers still. Oh yeah, and these are all my favorite tweezers. Wait, where's my... Did I give it to my sister? I still got like lash sprays. I got everything still that I need. All I need to buy is glue. So I have almost everything that I need. All I need to buy is glue, which I already knew, and I need to get a lash bed and promote myself. Oh my god, I'm really doing this. I'm so glad I saved a lot of my supplies. One of my best friends, who's also a lash artist, when I told her 8 months ago that I was going to sell my business, she was like, that's fine, I support that, but just save a couple of items. You never know, what if you change your mind in the future and want to get back into lash? And I was like, yeah, you know, that's a good idea. And I did. I got a big duffel bag. Well, not too big, but I got a duffel bag, and I just filled it up with things that I thought would be essential if I ever decided to come back to lashing. And let me tell you, if you're ever thinking of quitting, save some of your supplies, because it makes things so much easier. It saved me money, it saved me time, and I literally had everything I needed in that duffel bag except for a couple of items. Everything else that I purchased was just stuff that I think would make my life easier, and just as a lash artist, things that I need on a daily basis. So today is day 2, and yesterday I finalized my Square website and my booking system. Last night I also figured out my price points, and I'm about to go insert that as well. I also looked at like the competition in the area and what they're doing, what they're offering, and how I can differentiate myself against them. I found a place that I might rent out on Facebook Market. This girl has a whole like beauty salon, and she's renting out a little station, and so I'm gonna go today at 1 o'clock to go see it, and I am excited. So I'll take you along with me later when I go check it out. Right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna update my prices on my website. I'll also show you guys how I do that, and once I have like the place, if I like it, I'm definitely getting it. Once I secure the address, I'll start texting people and letting them know, hey, I have appointments available when you want to come in. So hopefully by September 1st we get an appointment. Oh, wish me luck. So the plan is to be ready to go by September 1st. Why I chose September 1st, I realized while starting this, was that September is the perfect month because we are about to enter the 4th quarter of the year, which is the most busiest quarter of any beauty service in my opinion, especially because the holidays are around the corner. Come with me to go look at my potential lash studio. I found this place on Facebook Market. Some girl posted that she's renting a station in her beauty studio, so I'm gonna go check it out. It's near my house. It's only like 12 minutes away, which is really good. The first thing I noticed when I got here was that there was a ton of parking, street parking, meter parking, structure parking, and I absolutely love that. When I walked in, the place looked really clean. The front is a nail salon, and this section right here would be the section I would be renting out and, you know, setting up my lash bed and everything. Overall, I really like this place. So this is my little place. First of all, why is there a sink here? Can somebody explain the architecture of that situation? What does this do? Nothing. Look, there's a light up there, but it doesn't do anything. I know I said I was going to use this section to put my lash bed and everything, but when I went inside to go measure, unfortunately my bed and I stuck out way too much, and I really think we would be blocking like the pathway to like either go to the restroom or try to wash your hands, and we would just be in the way. I tried sitting in different directions to see if any way could possibly be better, but unfortunately it didn't work out. So I spoke to my landlord and I asked her, hey, can I switch and can I move to this other little corner that she's also renting out, and this is a corner right here? And she said yes, thankfully, and everything turned out so much better because I fit perfectly here, and I can really make this space my own and make it semi-private. You'll see what I mean later on as I start decorating and add a full wall and everything else. Day 3 of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days. I've been editing my Instagram feed to make it look aesthetically pleasing and get the branding on point. I also added my business to Google My Business, paid my deposit for my lash studio, updated a couple of other things, and spent the rest of the day editing. This morning I went to a business expo. Afterwards, I went to go post up some flyers around town and me thinking I was in frame, but these are a few of the flyers I posted. I just came to a daycare around my area and I just introduced myself and let them know if I can leave a flyer, and the lady was so sweet. She said yes. Oh my god, my eyeshadow, this is terrible. But let me show you. Look, I'm outside. Excuse my windshield, but I'm outside a little daycare and they said yes. I just dropped off another flyer at a Pilates studio. I ran out of flyers today, but I did order more, so hopefully they arrive soon.
Day 4 of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days.
I'm on a hunt for an electric massage table, so if anybody knows of one, let me know. I found one on Facebook Market, but unfortunately it sold out, so I couldn't get it. From there, I spent the day making business cards, ordering like promotional stuff on Vistaprint, as well as making sure my copy on my website is on point and SEO friendly. And from there, I spent the rest of the evening editing on Canva for my IG feed. I finally posted on social media promoting myself, and I even got a potential client, which was so amazing. I've also been focused on creating a lot of content. That way I schedule everything and everything's automatic. Oh, and by the way, I found this poker chip that I feel like I want to recreate for my business so people can refer their friends. What do you guys think about that? Day 6 of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days. I've been super focused on creating content to market my business because if you know, marketing is key for a successful lash business. Since I've been so focused on creating my content, I totally forgot about all the other equipment that I need. So last night after I was done editing, I sat down and scrolled all over social media, Facebook Market, OfferUp, Amazon, looking for an electric massage table. Because if you didn't know, they are so expensive. They're like $1,200 plus, and honestly, I am not in the financial situation to splurge on a table like that at the moment. However, I have seen them on OfferUp and Facebook Market for a little bit cheaper than that, around $500, and I'm willing to pay that. And I think I found one. The lady's sending me a video later today, and hopefully it works out. And then I have to figure out how I'm gonna get it from point A to point B because I don't have a truck. I have a Mini Cooper and nothing fits in there. I went into the studio today to take measurements, make sure that things are gonna fit the way I envision them to fit. I also pasted up a sign letting the people know I do lashes here. Oh, and guess what? Remember this lash table I was talking about? They finally agreed and I negotiated with them, but their condition was for me to pick it up that same day. So I busted a sick ass mission to Home Depot, asked them if I can run one of their trucks, and they said yes, but I had to be back by a certain time, which was 8 p.m. and it was an hour away. So I was having major anxiety driving out there because there was a ton of traffic. But thankfully I made it back in time. I dropped off the bed at the studio and had enough time to return the truck. Let me share with you guys the story about this bed. So I had been looking for an electric massage table. However, I noticed that all the new ones were super expensive, like $1,200 plus. And honestly, I did give myself a budget, but for a bed, I did because that would have eaten up all my budget, meaning that I wouldn't have had any money left over to spend on any other things. So I'm glad I looked all over social media, like Facebook Market, OfferUp, Amazon, to find an affordable electric table, and I finally found one. When I found this one, I was like, oh my god, yes, let me reach out to this person. I reached out to the lady and she was super nice and she sent me pictures and everything. So I reached out to her in the morning, like around maybe 9 a.m. and she responded right away. Around noonish, she replied letting me know like, hey, I'll send you pictures later this evening. And I said, okay, sounds good. Around 3 o'clock, she sends me the pictures and I'm like, yes, I want this table. And originally the table was $450 and I offered her $400 and she goes, the lowest I can do is $425, but you have to pick it up today. And I was like, oh my god, okay. And by that time it was already 4 o'clock and I had no car to transport this because I have a small car. So I'm looking around, try to schedule an appointment through TaskRabbit to get a same day like person to pick it up and deliver it to me. And unfortunately, TaskRabbit was so expensive. They were trying to charge me like $200 plus. So I was like, this is ridiculous. No, I'm not paying that much. So then I live right next to a Home Depot and I go across the street and I ask them, hey, can I rent a truck from you guys? How much would it be? And they're like, our minimum is 4 hours, so you can rent it and it'll be like around $80. And I was like, yeah. But by the time I got to Home Depot, it was already like 5 p.m. And they're like, you have to be back by 8 o'clock because we close at 8. And I was like, okay. And the bed was about an hour away, including traffic, and I was like, I can make it, I can make it. I get in a U-Haul. This U-Haul is massive. It's one of those big, like big ones, and I get in it, drive 1 hour. I'm stuck in traffic. I'm calling my boyfriend. I'm freaking out, like, oh my god, babe, like, I'm not gonna make it, I'm not gonna make it. He's like, baby, it's fine. If you don't make it, F this, we'll pay the whole day rate, which was $150. And I was like, okay, you know, it's not that bad. It's better than 200 in my head, but I didn't want to pay that. So I was like, I'm gonna rush, figure it out. So I drive 1 hour, pick up the bed. These people were the nicest people I've ever met. They helped me load up the bed. I drive back. By this time, it was like 7 p.m. And I'm like, oh my god, I only have an hour. And it was 45-minute drive. I get to the studio around 7:45-ish, unload the bed, and my boyfriend's like, we're not gonna make it back because we still had to put gas into the car. So I was like, so he's like, it's fine, honey. We'll pay the $150 day rate. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. So we come back home, and I tell him as we're driving back home, I'm driving his car, he's driving the U-Haul. I'm like, hey, can you go put gas and park the U-Haul at Home Depot? In the morning, I'll just walk over and return it. And he goes, okay, that's fine. So then he's like, but pick me up. I'm like, okay. So I drive to Home Depot, and at this point it's 8 p.m. already, and I am at Home Depot, and I realized that Home Depot is still open. And I'm like, babe, Home Depot's still open, where are you? And he's like, I'm about to get there, give me a sec. I'm like, cool. As soon as he arrives, I get the paperwork because my silly ass left the paperwork in the car. I grab the paperwork, I run into Home Depot, and I'm like, wait for me. It's so dramatic, by the way, too. I'm like, I'm here, I'm so sorry, like, oh my god. And they're like, oh, you're fine. The man was so sweet. He was like, I knew you were not gonna be back on time because you went far. So he's like, I kind of waited for you. I was like, thank you so much. I only ended up paying like less than 80 bucks. It was like 70 something, which made my day much better because I saved money in the long run. It was just a moment. Day 7 of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days. As you can see, my car is packed because today I went shopping for my lash studio. First stop was IKEA. At IKEA, I got a little utility cart. Then I went to HomeGoods to get some storage units, but I didn't find much there. Afterwards, I went to Target, but I totally forgot to film that. At Target, the only thing I was able to get was a mirror, a mattress pad, and fitted sheets. Unfortunately, they ran out of twin size mattress pads, so I had to get a full size, but it kind of worked out because I ended up folding it in half, which will give extra comfort to my clients, which is my main goal because I want my clients to be as comfy as possible. So it worked out at the end. I continued dressing the bed, and afterwards I attempted to build this IKEA card that I got earlier, but your girl struggled. I think today was a success. I had so much fun shopping for my studio and just getting everything together. I cannot wait to see how it all comes together and share that with you guys. Day 8 of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days. I was finally able to reactivate my old Yelp account, which was a hassle, but I got it done, thank goodness. From there, I finished ordering some stuff that I needed, like this vinyl bed cover and some other stuff on Amazon that I needed for the lash business. Afterwards, I did some tweaks for my booking site, edited and outlined a YouTube video that I'm working on because I am vlogging this whole journey. After I was done with all that, I went down to the studio to open up some packages that I got there and put them together, set them up so they are ready for me to use when I start lashing in a few days. Day 9 of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days. Today I'm gonna go to Target to buy some bookshelves and I'm gonna go thrifting and I want to take you guys along with me. But first, some coffee. Just arrived to Target. I found the bookshelves I'm looking for. These are it and I'm gonna get 3 of them. Let's see how many we find. I was able to find 2. I need 1 more because I want 3, but there's no more. Do you think they have them in the back? I'm gonna go ask. The reason I want these bookshelves is because I want to use them to create a full wall for privacy when I'm with clients, and that way I have like a little room. My landlord told me I can use like a curtain, but I just thought bookshelves would look way nicer. So I asked, but they only had 2. So I'm gonna take them to the studio and measure and see how they look. If I need 1 more, I can just go get another one at another Target. Now let's go thrifting. Okay, 1 in.
Yep.
Thank you. I got it in. Somebody helped me, but We got it in. I just got to the thrift store. Let's go see what we find. I found this. I definitely need it. Look what I found. Oh my god, and it's only $8. I had found this tripod, but I struggle to open this. Like, it's just so hard. So I'm not getting it. I didn't find much here, but I did get two good items, which is the mirror, it's right there, and the little extension cord thing. I'm gonna go to one more thrift store and then head to the studio. I got to the second location. Let's go see what we find. Here we are. I found this $40 tripod for $16.99 and it works great. I also found this vintage camera, which I am so excited so I can take like film photos with it. I don't know if it works, but I already ordered stuff for it on Amazon. Over the weekend, I gave myself a little break, but we're back with day 10 and 11, and I'm gonna give you a little recap of what happened those 2 days. My business cards finally came in and they turned out so good. The only thing I wish I would have made the address a tad bit bigger, because you kind of have to like look super close at it, if you know what I mean. But overall, they're cute. What do you guys think? I also got more flyers that I'm gonna post up over town later on. And I ordered some stickers, but they didn't arrive, so I have to look into that. I also made a couple other purchases on Amazon. I think I spent like $400 there, and to be honest, I've just been spending and I have not seen my credit card because I'm just buying anything my heart desires for my lash business. But I need to take a look at my credit card. Remember the bookshelves I bought on Friday? Well, we built them over the weekend, and here's my partner helping me build them. They turned out so good, and I'm gonna give you a little sneak peek of how the studio's turning out. Oh, and remember the mirror we thrifted? Well, I finally hung it up, and it looks so good in this spot. I can't wait to share with you guys how it all turns out once. If you guys would like to know how much I spend these last 2 weeks getting my business up and running again, leave me a little dragon down below in the comment section, and I would be glad to make a video sharing everything I purchased for my business and what was useful and what was just kind of like meh. Day 12 of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days. I went into the studio today to organize and set everything up that I purchased over the weekend and anything that arrived from my online shopping. While setting everything up, I realized that, you guys, September 1st is this Friday, and it's about to be 15 days since I started this whole journey, and I have 3 clients scheduled already, which is so freaking exciting. I am beyond blessed and thankful for this opportunity, and I cannot wait to show you guys how my studio turns out. I don't think it'll be 100% ready until maybe the beginning of next week, because I still have some items that I ordered on Amazon that won't be arriving till Friday, and I won't be able to set them up until Sunday because of my schedule and all the things that are coming up in between that as well. But I am so excited. Oh, and also look at this little mushroom diffuser that I got. This little disco mushroom diffuser is so cute. I'm so obsessed with it, and I got it to set it up on my little cart, but unfortunately the outlet is too far away for me to plug it in and have it playing, so I need to get creative and think of a way to be able to turn it on. Today is day 13 of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days. Oh my god, it's been such an emotional journey in a good, positive way. I'm so excited, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, but I am so ready to start lashing people, and I already have my first couple clients this upcoming Friday, which is the 1st, which completes my 15 days. And something that I want to do prior to starting clients, I want to take models, at least a few, just to warm myself back up, because I haven't lashed for 8 months, so I feel like I need a little refresher. I did, however, recently purchase a course. I'll enter the type of course I purchased, and this type of course was mainly to create content and how to style the eye better, because I want to learn how to make better quality content than I did before, and of course perfect my work, because the more you get better at your work, the more clients come and the work speaks for itself. So my goal for like this new journey is to make better content and show my work, show how much it has improved over the years, and just create quality work. And I'm not worried about the money, I'm not worried about like anything else. I'm worried about quality content and quality work, and I know from there the people will come. I have no doubt in my mind about that. So yeah, today I'm gonna go to the studio and practice, and also set up other things that have arrived from my online shopping. And yeah, there's only 2 days left of getting my lash business up and running in 15 days. To be honest, the studio is pretty much ready to start taking clients at any given moment, but as of now, I'm really happy about the way the studio is turning out. This weekend I will be adding wallpaper and my neon sign, so stay tuned for that because I am so excited to reveal my grand studio. It's day 15! Ah, oh my god, I'm like so nervous. I'm excited. I have my first paying client. The last 2 days I've done models and just practice, but right now I'm headed to my studio to do my first paid client, and this is the beginning of a new journey, and I'm just so excited. I'm nervous. Last night, I'll be honest though, I was crying, and I was crying because I did not want to come to work today, and I felt like shit. I was tired, I was exhausted, I was just in my feels, you know. But I'm so glad I cried and just let all my emotions out, because today I feel energized, I feel great, I slept in, and I'm excited. I'm excited to go to work, genuinely excited, and I haven't felt like this in a while, so if you've been following along, you know I'm on a mission to get my lash business up and running in 15 days, and today we hit that 15-day mark. On my first day of work, I had a total of 3 clients, and one of them being the landlord I rent from. She was like, hey, do my lashes while somebody does my nails at the same time. Let's test this out. And you guys, that's definitely going to be a service we may add. My partner also brought me some flowers to celebrate the grand opening of my studio, which was so thoughtful of him. Later that evening, he came back to help me install the wallpaper and put up my neon sign, and I'm so excited to show you guys how my first day at work was a success. A little chaotic just because one of my 3 clients had some crazy lashes. Like, when I tell you crazy, like, I had to do a whole removal and I didn't do it. And other than that, it went really, really well. And we ended the night with putting up my wallpaper. My partner brought me flowers. And oh my god, it was just such a great day overall. Also, the day before, I am so glad I practiced on a model before taking like actual paying clients, because my speed has slowed down so much, so I'm much slower than I used to be. So yeah, that's something that I have to work on, but that just comes with practice. I feel so happy, thankful, blessed, and just overwhelmed with so much joy and excitement, and I'm so glad. I'm excited for this new journey. Today was an amazing day. Wow, what an eventful 2 weeks. Oh my god, I had so much fun just getting my lash business back up and running again, and it's been such an eventful 2 weeks. I'm so glad I did this. So glad I'm sharing the process with you guys, because I can look back in a couple years and watch this all over again. And I actually learned a lot while doing this for future videos that I plan on doing, because honestly, I had never really vlogged for YouTube, so I realized I didn't get as much B-roll as I wish I would have. But you know, it's a process and I'm learning, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys, and inspired you guys that anything is possible. Also, remember, my journey is a little different than your journey. If you're barely starting out as a lash artist, you might not be able to do everything I did these last 2 weeks, but you soon will. I was able to just kind of pick up and restart things because I had already done it. This was something that I knew what I was getting myself into. I knew what I was doing, and I wasn't running around like a chicken with my head cut off type of thing. I knew exactly what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what was worth it, what was not. If you're new to this lash industry, I would highly recommend you to take notes from what I did and see what you can do to implement into your business as you start. One thing that I did learn, how if you can afford a rent inside somebody else's business and you have no clients, I would recommend you to take the leap of faith and go for it. And here's why. Hear me out. I have no clients at all, but I'm able to afford my rent at the studio that I'm working in. And it is one of the best decisions I've made, because prior to this, I was considering just working from home like I did in the past. I realized that if I work from home, I would be kind of hiding myself. I wouldn't be as visible as I am now. And what I mean by that is, because I am in such a public place, I'm able to promote my address. I'm able to poach my friends' clients. And what I mean by that is, I'm inside a nail studio. I'm in the back. Girls walk to the back to go to the restroom. Girls walk to the back to at least wash their hands, and they've seen me. They're like, oh, what is she doing? Oh, let me see. Oh, she does lashes? Oh, her setup is really cute. Ooh, like people are intrigued and interested in my setup and my work and my appearance and just the way I present myself every day I go in, looking great with my hair done, my makeup done, my lashes done, and everybody's like, oh, hi. I've gotten 7 clients the first week just being there, just through being there and like putting myself out there. So my advice to you is, if you can afford the rent inside somebody else's business, go for it. Take that leap of faith. I know it is scary, trust me. Don't you think I'm terrified because I have no clients? But I do think that it's allowed me to meet more people and get clients, and I have such a great feeling about this. Once again, thank you so much for watching. My name is Tatiana Garcia. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, and of course share with your other fellow lash artists. I would really appreciate it, and the algorithm would appreciate it as well.